separator on it. Is it good? Leave it that thick? Okay, got a little Vaseline on my gloves now. So if my needs a prostate exam, just let me make this first and I'll be with you. Okay, when that gets to the point, it's still too runny. Okay.
Like a little acrylic in your process.
So you leave the separator that thick globbed on there? Like?
Yeah, and we've, I don't know if you can see it, but the embrasures are all waxed.
Oh, okay. So that was done first. Okay.
Yeah, the embrasures were waxed, the vertical dimensions set.
The embrasures are waxed in there?
Yeah, they're just that white wax here, up here.
Oh, up there, okay.
So we wax the embrasures, we wax between the marginal ridges, and then just so you don't have those little feather thin areas of acrylic. Almost. The reason we keep this on here, this lid, is so that little pudding film doesn't glaze over on the surface.
And that's like just temporary bridge material.
This
Well,
is
clear,
just
though.
it's a clear acrylic, ortho acrylic.
Okay.
Is there a brand you
That one's caulk.
did splice?
Okay, so now
I
just
get
make a
mine
little.
from, Great Lakes.
I just make a little sausage with it.
You have it in one of those little mustard things?
Yeah. You can buy all those on Great Lakes.
Okay.
It has those little dap and dish kind of.
It'll work pretty quick. I like to make these just as unobtrusive as possible, as thin as possible, but still, you know, not too thin. And after you do a few, you just get a feel for the material. You always make them too thick at first. That's okay. You start learning. You can keep a little monomer handy if this stuff starts setting up. You have to get a little monomer on your finger. And ideally, what I want is when I close this down, the posterior teeth are just barely indenting. You know, that way I have that much less to adjust. And the anterior teeth are in the acrylic a little bit more substantial, so I can create my ramp. So, perfect. Now at this point, I just take it, I pull up a little acrylic like that, and then I take a barred Parker, just because I don't like adjusting any more than I have to. I can see where my contact points are there. I just take this and I take that off. And if I want to, just to keep, I can just take a little acrylic off here, like that. I can go ahead and trim it here a little bit as well, like that. And I don't worry about that. That's all going to fall off later. But right there. So now I'm ready to put this into the pressure pot, and we leave it in there half an hour, and then we take it out and start adjusting it right over there in that box. Polish it up, and it's ready to go. Real easy to do.
What do you set your pressure pot at?
22 pounds.
22.
Yeah, yeah. So I always put a little rubber band on it and stick it in there. And I like the pressure pots, obviously, that you can put the whole articulator in, because the pin needs to stay closed.
Are you doing 30